Shalom, Jah people. Welcome back to It's Herbal Time. Last week, I shared with you guys a lot of information on colon health. We learned all about soluble fibers, insoluble fibers, but something I did special inside of our Total Detox group with the 7-day colon cleanse. I told people to start taking in the insoluble fibers around about the 5th day of the 7-day colon cleanse because there's something special about apples, pears, beets, carrots. Those things have a lot of fiber in it, especially the carrots. It has about 13 grams of insoluble fibers. And what it does is really help our peristaltic movement, our gut motility move a little bit better, even though you may not have enough solid waste in your colon. So what it does is basically increase the peristalsis of the mucoid plaque. That's how you get rid of the mucoid plaque, people. Even though it is the beets are lubricating the colon, the apples are also creating specific acid like acetic acid, propionic acid, butyric acid. All of those acids are really colon healthy, and it can really help create a healthy environment for the bacteria of that colon. Now, before, a lot of people didn't know exactly what to do with all of the carrots because it left a lot of fiber, and you can juice about a pound of carrots and only get about 8 ounces of the carrot juice. So I shared with people how can you utilize the maximum amount of those carrots. So I'm going to share with you guys that video, but before I get there, there was a little experiment back in the day. About 3 years ago, I stopped eating grains. And I would make a lot of carrot dogs. Those are those hot dogs that looks like carrots, but the vegan community would basically soak them in some vinegar, Worcester sauce, some liquid smoke, and a couple little herbs to spice it up, and it'll make that carrot really, really soft. And it basically looked like a hot dog. And my son really likes carrot dogs, and I told him, you are what you eat. And if you don't believe me, watch and see how this carrot will turn your skin orange. And that condition, that discoloration, they call it carotenosis. And what happens is the carrots basically have something in it called beta-carotene. And beta-carotene is one of those antioxidants that help convert over into vitamin A. And we all know vitamin A is very good for your eyes, it's very good for your skin, even your hair. So when you use all of this vitamin A or these carotenoids, especially if you have a high blood serum where there's a lot of fatty molecules, because vitamin A is fat soluble and carotenoids dissolve in fat. So if you realize like your skin has an epithelial layer, and right up under that epithelial layer is another layer called the stratum corneum. And that has a high affinity for fat and also has a high affinity for carotenoids. And that's how you get that discoloration and you become orange. Even though your skin is glowing, but you don't want that orange color. And a lot of foods that have a lot of beta-carotene in it can do that if you eat it over 7 days. So if you want to get rid of it, just stop eating the high density of the carotenoids. So let me share with you guys how you can utilize the maximum amount of your carrots and use some of those fibers for other reasons. Let's go.
Peace and blessings, all the members of Total Detox Experience Group. Blessed love and to all my Lord and Empress for this joyous sabbatical, if you celebrate the Sabbath. Some of us do. I just wanted to get the opportunity to show you guys a method that I use to extract more juice. I really appreciate you guys for sharing your recipes, your juices on the detox group. Some of these things are really, really easy to make. Some of us don't have juicers, some of us have blenders. And right now I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a nutrient dense concentrate. We're going to be extracting most of the carrot. A lot of times we lose a lot of the fibers, the content out of the carrot. So we want to make sure that we're getting the most of it. So some people just want to clear up a little bit of history. Some people may think that the carrot is a hybrid or is being genetically modified. Just want to clear up some things that in this world, we do have what you call evolution. We do have things that do not really get old, but they mutate. So the carrot has been around for over millions and millions of years. I don't know if you're back in dinosaur ages or anything like that, but they were always underground. And just within the last 1,200 years, they've been using it and domesticating it for making it like a purple carrot. They call it the Queen Anne's lace. And they mixed it kind of with the wild yam. So they found this over there in India and Afghanistan. These carrots were purple and white. So within the last 400 to 200 years, they finally made it to come to the color of yellow or orange. So that's what we see here, a very nutrient dense carrot. So we're going to use this carrot and start to juice it down. You should know all of the different benefits. You can go to Google, find out those benefits. I'm going to use my juicer here. We're going to use the blender. We're going to use a couple of different methods that we can use this carrot so that we don't waste anything. I have about a pound here. Before I get started, be sure that you're always peeling your carrots. A lot of the carrots are filled with different pesticides on it. We want to make sure that we cut the ends of this. I didn't cut this one just in case, so you'll know you can throw that back in your garden if you're a gardener. Just cut the ends and peel it. That goes for your apples, that goes for your beets, and that's a great combination if you're going to use it. And that's what I do, because I found out I always have my microscope over here to see what's embedded into the carrots. So it's a lot of different things that's embedded in there, and I just want to let you guys know to go ahead and start peeling those carrots and everything. Now I use a Omega juicer. A lot of people don't get a lot of I didn't bring my own here, did I? Maybe I can use this. Or I use a carrot. Easy enough, everybody knows how to make carrot juice. Thing is, I'm going to take this off so they can breathe a little bit more. These omegas. That we can see the fibers. Now, some of the things that we know that the carrot is great for. We know that it is great for improving our vision. One of the things that the carrot has is beta-carotene in it. It's a very high antioxidant. So it helps free up any free radicals out there that's damaging our cells. So the beta-carotene converts over into vitamin A. It happens within the liver. And then if we have like a vitamin A deficiency, you'll see that most people will have like impaired night vision. If your vision starts to get better just by eating carrots, you know that you have you are receiving those properties. It also is going to help prevent cancer. because of the high antioxidant level. So if you're dealing with lung cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, this is very high antioxidants. Another thing antioxidants does, it slows down the cellular metabolism, meaning slowing down your aging. So skin cells, your epithelial cells in your lungs, it will slow down that aging process. So that promotes healthier skin. The vitamin A, or if you had a lot of sebum production and you're eating a lot of carrots with vitamin A, look at all this fiber right here. So what are we going to do with all that? That was a pound of carrots. And all this fiber got left over. And we're probably getting about, I don't know, this is not enough juice, right? We got almost 2 ounces out of that. You don't want to waste all these carrots by just getting that few little amount out. So what we're going to do, some people like to run it right back through the juicer and you're still going to get a little bit more. So what we're going to do with this fiber, I'll show it here. Make sure you guys are throwing this away. This is the pesticide stuff. Throw that in the trash. Let's get rid of that. My little trash up under here. So I take some of these fibers and I put it in the blender. I add my water. This is distilled water. I always use distilled water. It's the purest form. That meaning it's not saturated with any other minerals or anything else. And I put about maybe a half a cup of water in there for right now. And I use this part right here, so while it's feeding, I go ahead and turn on my blender. Right now. All right. I'm going to be loading this a couple of times so we can get a very dense, high quality carrot juice out of this, because this is just not enough. And everybody goes through this process. What I have here is a filtration system. I have a little handkerchief in there. I like to filter all of my fibers out and use that juice, that water, and continue to keep going. So this is how I'm going to do it. Now another thing that the carrot is doing, it is it's clearing out those bile ducts. The bile ducts inside of your liver. It creates gallstones. So what I'm going to do is just make this filter a lot more. Turn it like this. That way none of the extra fibers are getting back in there. Very simple way of filtering. All right, this leftover part here, got my rubber band right there. I take this leftover part and I'm gonna go ahead and start turning on my dehydrator. This is a dehydrator. I break that up like that. And I'm not finished. This is going to turn into a powder. This is going to dehydrate down, and we're going to use that for something else. But since we still have all of this different fiber left, we're going to still make this down. This is not concentrated enough. We're going to make this really, really dense. Most of that is water right now, but we're going to make it really dense with the rest of this. You guys shouldn't be throwing away all of your carrots. There's a way to preserve it. So my second time filtering. And if I had enough of the carrots, I would continue to keep filtering this out until all of the fibers are gone. The second batch of fiber I'm going to use as an oil. We know that the carrot oil is good for our hair, it's good for your skin, and I'm going to make an oil infusement also. Got a little bit left. Now this is how you make a concentrate. When you're going into the stores and they have the carrot juice concentrate, that's what this is. They did not juice it as a first press like this. This is the first press. This will have the highest enzymatic activity rather than these. This will still have the enzyme activity, but the first press will have the most. You know, carrots can prevent you from having a stroke because basically it controls your cholesterol levels. So heart disease, if you're consuming lots of carrots, you can prevent heart disease. All right, this second batch right here, we put in this jar. Chop it a little bit. This right here, I'm going to add some olive oil to it. Probably half olive oil and half coconut oil. These are unrefined coconut oils, and that is extra virgin olive oil over there. This right here will sit for about a month, about 4 weeks. Every now and then you give it a little shake, just sit it in a dark place, and you can strain this or use it as is when you get ready to use it for your skin. So that's just another method. After it's almost as orange as this. I could put a little bit more in there, but you almost get as 3 times as much. So that's a big difference, guys, if you want to use it that way. All right. As far as this dehydrating, this will take about maybe an hour, hour and a half to fully dehydrate. And what ends up happening is it turns into this. This is my carrot powder. And I will add this carrot powder and make a spice out of it. I add turmeric in this spice. I add hot paprika and carrot. So those have healing properties of its own. These are ways that you can use and get the most out of your carrots. You guys stop throwing away all of your fibers. You may need it for colon cancer. You may need it for lung cancer. You need it for your cholesterol. So these are ways that you can use it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little session right here. If you are more interested on what I do inside this lab, every other Friday I'm doing a class for Shalom Health Institute. So these are some of the methods that I show my students, and I hope that you guys will be more interested in learning a little bit more. So I thank you guys for listening. Shalom. People, we are back talking about our herb of the day. Very excited to share with you guys this powerful and amazing vegetable that a lot of people hate. And I'm talking about people that are in the medical industry. Today we are talking about the most hated vegetable herb, that the medical industry really knows that it's going to do some healing. Now I love talking about the Most High's plants. Now I love knowing all the magical benefits. But this particular plant, guys, can do a lot of major differences when it comes to diseases. Now, what I have here is something everybody should be familiar with. Everyone should be familiar with the beet roots. The cardiologist really hates these things because they will do some magical healing when it comes to our heart. They carry a lot of different benefits when it comes to our cardiovascular health. That means it's going to help ourselves with our high blood pressure. So today I have it in a powder form. And the reason why I put it in a powder form is because, hey, some people don't like to juice. Some people don't know what to do with that extra fiber. Some people just don't know how to lower their blood pressure. So this has been found in studies that if you use this beetroot powder, if you use 2 tablespoons of it or 2 teaspoons of it in some water every day and drink it, or you can just juice the beets, dehydrate that extra fiber when it comes out, turn it into a powder. Drink that for 2 weeks. You'll find that you will have more nitric oxide in your system, which is nitrogen plus oxygen, helps everything circulate faster, helps to lower the blood pressure, and just really helps men out with erectile dysfunction as well. So you're handling a lot of different things. So really start supplementing with these beets. But the best thing I use it for is the iron. It has a special way of this methylation process in the liver that allows the iron to really be uptaken because of the nitric oxide content. It got all of these different phytochemicals in there like bentylene. Bentylene is known in the liver to really decongest and get rid of fatty liver. So if you're dealing with fatty liver, please start consuming the beets. Another phytochemical that it has that has been isolated from the scientists is called bentane. Bentane HCl is a supplement, but it's been isolated from the beets to help us get more hydrochloric acid in our system. That means all of those people that are dealing with GERD, acid reflux, indigestion, the beet roots go in there and really help that situation get more hydrochloric stomach acid, and just really helps us purify and sterilize what's going on inside of the stomach acid. We got a lot of things we're talking about, guys, when it comes to these beets. I can talk maybe 20-30 minutes just talking about beets. The nitric oxide is very key when it comes to a male's circulatory system. If you are taking some warfarin or taking that rat poison that they call heparin, the beets have something called coumarin in there that will allow you to thin out the blood. So don't take the beets if you are on those type of medication. If you're on that rat poison, don't take no beets because it'll make you bleed more and it'll cause bruising in your system. May even cause some thrombosis inside of your capillaries. So be careful, guys. This is really good for our heart health. I want you guys to start supplementing with it so that you can get yourself off of those high blood pressure medications. Use that beets or come in and get yourself some beetroot.
Wait. Before you go, each month I give away a charity that can help those less fortunate clients obtain consultations and natural products that can improve their quality of life and bring balance, and also sometimes even reverse and completely eradicate that condition altogether. Now, I believe that education is the first step in healing, and without the right education, you won't be able to heal. So, when you leave your donations at the link below, Shalom Health, you'll be able to help some of those clients with your donations. So I really appreciate you guys to the utmost. And if you're really trying to gain more knowledge on your healing strategies, and you can pre-register at the ShalomHealthInstitute.com, and that will allow you to get ready for the next semester coming up in August. And also, there will be some free classes along the way. So I really appreciate you guys listening. I see you guys next week on It's Herbal Time. Shalom.